Hey, how you doing? Name is Alfonso, Al for short, like Al Sharpton. Just want to do just like an information video about uh, which way to go as far as in the electrical field, telecommunications, if you're going to cable. Um, there's basically two main routes that you can go. There's the company route, where you can work direct for the company, or there's a contracting route. Um, when I was in school, my instructor urged me that if I did get into the cable route, to go with a satellite company. Um, I jumped at the first opportunity that I was given. My first opportunity was with a contracting company. It wasn't working directly with the company. It was with the contractor. Um, I should, I will put their name out there, but just to avoid anything, I'm not going to. I'm not a disgruntled employee. I'll tell you exactly why I'm not disgruntled, because if I was, I would have took certain actions. I'm just telling you to keep it real, how it is, off of my personal experience and with my endeavors, and then you can make your decisions from there. Um, right at the end of school, contracting guy came up, African American fellow, talking about how he wants to help brothers out. Want to help the brothers out. I'm a minority business. I have these awards and these things, and I do a whole lot of helping for the minorities and for African Americans, black, whatever the case may be. Um, I said, okay, I want to support black business. And this is not a race thing. It's just what I wanted to do. I wanted to support, brothers like me, because I want to be a business owner sometime. And so I went ahead and worked for the guy. Um, Made all these grand promises of all this nice money you're gonna make, um, and everything. Uh, he did. He was upfront on just about everything, just about everything. Um, but the thing was, we never signed any paperwork. Um, you're going to work long hours in the cable industry until you get your speed up. Now, you can finesse it once you get your speed up. Once you know the little tricks of the trade of how to quickly do an install and do it efficiently. They aim at about 5 installs a day. When you're first starting out, you're going to be lucky if you finish. You're gonna be doing about three. You're lucky if you get to see four, but you can do five. I met a guy about 2 3 months in. He did seven at one time a day. But you learn the tricks of the trade. You learn the little shortcuts, how to finesse things, and then you'll be able to get your 5 installs a day. Uh, with us, he didn't have us sign not one paper. It was a contractor. We didn't sign not one paper. Um, the perks and stuff, the free cable that the company guys get, they get those. With you being not an employee of the company, you're self-employed under contract with your contractor that has you under his contract underneath for the company. So you don't get the free cable. At least we didn't. Um, you don't get the company perks. You don't get any benefits. All of that is you. You make your money tax free, no deductions, no nothing comes out. They just send you the check in your account, and everything else is on you. So you do have to be fiscally responsible. But with our contractor, he really good got us a good one, um, because there's no benefits, but he really got one over. We didn't sign any paperwork. So basically, and plus, what you have to realize is that contractors, at least in the state of Maryland, are under different laws. Employees are more so protected. Independent contractors, your goal is you make money, so be it. If the business is good, you're doing good. If not, so be it. And if you don't, everything is underneath of that contract. With employees, you're protected by state laws. As an independent contractor, you just make money and you follow your contract, and that's it. So to make a long story short, the atmosphere was pretty unprofessional. Um, he promised all this help and everything with us all being new guys. He had an all new team of guys fresh out of school. He took advantage of that. He didn't have seasoned guys. He didn't have guys that were knowing what they were doing and knew the business side of it. You know, we were good. We did our jobs, but we didn't know the business side of it. So he got us all out of school. We didn't sign out no paperwork at all. We didn't sign no contracts. Um, and you guys might be like, well, that's dumb on my part. Well, hey, I was fresh out of school. Nobody else was going to put money and food on my table, so I had to take a job, and I took the first one I did. And again, no contract signed. So I did the work, very unprofessional atmosphere. I actually got accused of stealing time, saying that I was somewhere but I wasn't when I actually was there. He claimed to have GPS on the truck. I don't know why he would accuse me of being somewhere when the truck was there then the whole time. Um, but he said, swore up and down, wasn't there, cussing me out over the phone, and that was the final straw that broke the camel's back. I was tired of the unprofessional atmosphere. We had equipment that just did not work. We tried to tell them. Several of us tried to tell them. They weren't trying to hear. They just said, "Oh, you guys are new. You don't know what you're doing." That wasn't the case. Uh, you'll get into you won't. I won't necessarily say get into it. If you're a people person, you know how to talk with the dispatch, but the dispatch isn't there with you, so they don't know where you're at. The only people that know where you're at is if your employer or your contractor has GPS. Um, so basically, to make a long story short, the atmosphere was very unprofessional. I got cuss outs on my way home to my family, um, and I decided to leave. Very unprofessional atmosphere. He didn't give me any courtesy, so I didn't give that contractor any courtesy of 2 weeks notice. I decided to leave. I did, however, think it over, and then the next day we met, and I said, "Okay, I'll give you the 2 weeks. I'll do the 2 weeks." He said, "Well, basically, well, all of the tools and stuff you're renting and all that. So basically, you're going to come out owing me. You're not going to get paid. I can send. I'm going to send you the bill." Uh, Last time I checked, I lived in the United States of America. Slavery went out in the 1860s, and this is a black man who has another black man who he promised all of this money and all of these great things and promises. And the whole time, I got I only seen one check. Mind you, I've been working there for 6 weeks. I seen one check. He took advantage of the laws, took advantage of the contract. And I called them. Now they said because I didn't sign nothing, I was considered an employee. I did a lot of praying with it because I'm a man of faith. And I just left it up to the Lord. Thank God that I have good Christian people in my family that do care for family. People say family screw you first. Your family might, mine didn't. They look after me, and I do have that blessing. But the contracting side can be a very ugly side of the game if you're working for dishonest people that take advantage of people that don't know the business side. Before you get into anything, make sure, okay, you can know your trade like the back of your hand. You can be a genius and invent ways of sending cable through the air if you want. But if you don't know the business side, you're not gonna get paid. I got screwed over. So that's why I recommend being an employee. Of course everybody wants to be the boss, be their own boss, have their own company, but you gotta work for somebody first. So be an employee where you have protection under the law and people can't run stupid schemes like that. Thank you. Any other questions, just send the comments and I'll do my best to respond. Thanks. Bye.